You just change like wigs like every every segment you change a wig. It just keeps cutting.
What it smell like, YouTube?
Oh my goodness.
We should start over. I'm gonna just take this off.
I'm gonna leave some of that in. Like,
then there wouldn't be any context. They'd be like, what the fuck?
I just leave it with no context.
Today's video it's an unfortunate one.
It's part 2.
Oh, part 2.
Well, at least for me.
The remix. Because, you know, on the original, it's usually just that artist. But then on the remix, they have like a featured artist.
Well, I thought we would first start, I don't know if I want to call this a reaction, but I guess clarifying some of the stuff that he is attempting to deny that I said. It's not really denying. He did a lot of laughing. Super awkward. I don't know if you guys can tell like from the video.
Let's do this. Hurry up, Brandy. Mount me. Let's do this. Yes!
And avoiding topics as you do. So
yeah. The sad part is like I didn't really want to. I didn't want any part of this, you know? But it was like after a while, nigga, you know? I've had a lot of people like online asking me like, oh, are you and BHD still cool? Did you hear about what he said? And da-da-da-da. And I'm gonna be honest.
I'm okay.
No, I haven't even really taken too much of a look into like the whole thing of everything, because I'm just like over it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, all right, you know. So and then he's bringing up like old videos of Chavez and skitting and all that, and it's like that was when that was like 2017, 2016 like going into 2017.
Yeah, and then he tried to like because he tried to flip it before Chavez said anything, and he tried to spin his own narrative, and then Chavez said what he said, and then now that it's been a while, he's trying to like flip it again, and I'm like, you changed the story so many times, and I don't see how people aren't picking up on that. Like, and then I remember like when I first watched Chavez video, I think he had like the recordings at the end or something like that, and then they're gone now, so I guess he like edited it out. At least I thought he did. I could be wrong. But then I think because now that's not out there, he's BHD's trying to like flip it again and be like, oh, he recorded me for this, and it's like, no, he looks pretty honest in what he recorded you on, and he says it in the video.
Everybody, all right, like even on Twitter, like every time like I post a video or like a picture on Instagram, people are like, hey, what happened? We want to hear your side of the story. Like, you know, him and Brandy fell out. He was talking about the whole Chavez thing again. And then we talked about it for a while, actually.
Okay, you got like Chavez saying his part, then you got Skittin, Dr. Girlfriend, and me, but then people were still like, oh, we want to hear Randy's side, so here's Randy.
Hey guys.
And then we just cut it right here. You never tell your side.
Right, yo, I low-key want to do that. I look, you want to just be like, all right, so look, here's what happened. And then it just goes black. And that's the end of the video. Because I'm like, I'm so over this. Like, I'm so tired of, like, hearing about this from you guys. Like, I don't know.
Especially, too, like, you unfollowed him and on, like, everything. So I feel like that should tell people. Like,
That on its own. And, like, so, and, like, the thing.
Something happened.
The last thing I wanted to do was, like, come out and just be like, you know, put everything out there and shit. Because that really just opens it up for him to make another video and, like, you know what I mean? Just have everybody's name fucked up out here in these streets. Wait, are we not cursing?
Yeah, you cuss.
Oh, okay, cool.
Say what the fuck you want.
Fucking shit, bitch. Sluts.
Might get demonetized, but it's alright.
Sluts on stage sucking assholes.
Okay, well, I do have neighbors.
Dicks on wheels.
Jesus Christ. Dicks on wheels. Are the balls the wheels? Are the balls the wheels? That's what I picture.
No, it's like
an actual
just a dick on like monster truck wheels.
Like a regular size dick on monster truck? Like, is the dick regular size?
Alright, fuck it. We're just gonna jump into it. It's been like 10 minutes of us just goofing off. So
you just died before you get your statement out.
I really thought I was going to for a second. That's why I looked at you really quick. Like, are you a registered medic?
I am not. I know CPR.
Guys, the reason why I'm here, honestly, like, it's getting out of pocket, man. This whole thing, it's gotten out of pocket. I don't know what's up with BHD. If you guys are asking if we're still cool, no, we are not. I have not talked to this dude for, well, like 6-7 months now. I don't know. We didn't even really have a falling out. It was just kind of like, I kind of just realized what was going on through everything. And some of his actions kind of just like made it obvious. We were at the content house. There was a content house. Everybody there had got COVID at some point in time. I was the last one to get COVID, and I feel like for a while he was looking for a reason to kick everyone out. So when I was pretty much like, as soon as I got over it and I was getting ready to move back into my room because I isolated myself from everyone, and I moved into the basement of it, that's when I guess he found out. I guess, like, he knew I was sick before that. He literally drove me to the hospital, so I don't know how he didn't know. But when it was confirmed and once I got over it, booted me out. I didn't really have anywhere to go because, you know, situations. But at that point, before then really is when I realized that homie had changed a lot. And I feel like, I mean, would you agree to that?
Yeah.
I feel like that's an understatement. And I've tried to talk to him about it, and I just reached a point where I'm kind of just, I was over it. So, I mean, I tried to work with him, and for whatever reason, he was unavailable a lot of the times. And when he was, it didn't work out too well. So I've been living my life, man. Like, I've been chilling, big chilling, just, you know, spending time with my son, working, trying to mind my own business. I don't even really know if I want to do YouTube anymore. So that's why I've been very distant and absent from it. I'm really not sure. Like, I'm on to other things really. And, you know, me and my son, we really just been kicking it. Like, it's been cool. And then to find that, you know, he's still bringing up old things and everyone keeps asking me. And I kind of just been on my own, man, just chilling. You know, keeping in touch with people here and there. Oh, that was a burnt one.
They're all burnt.
They're not.
They look burnt.
No, that's just because it's rye. I'm eating rye chips, ladies and gentlemen, and they're actually really good, but I just got a burnt one. So the bag is, I'm over it now. This bag is You want some red chips?
No.
You guys can have these.
I thought only old people eat those.
No, I'm not. First off, I'm not old, but I swear I feel like I'm starting to get old. I do old people shit now.
Yeah, red chips.
I've known this chick for literally 13, 14 years.
Basically, what he was trying to say, like, that I didn't know him at a certain point. And it's like, well, you also confirmed the same time frame that I had just said. Because I said I've known you for 13, 14 years. And now you've just said that I've known you 13, 14 years. But then you're also trying to say that I didn't know you then. And that I wasn't underage then. So, that would make me underage, sir.
Case closed. I met him 2011
Oh, shit.
at GameWorks. I used to work there.
I did not know you worked at GameWorks. That was when it was on the strip then.
Yeah,
Okay.
back when it was on the strip, and he kind of just came in there, and, you know, we were, like, laughing and joking, and, you know, he was cool. I was like, yo, this dude's just as fucked up as I am. Like, both of our sense of humor is really fucked up. I fuck with him. This is probably going to be my new friend. And then we ended up becoming like best
I'm like, well.
Right. We ended up being best friends. And then, I don't know, this nigga's weird now.
Yeah, same. He was cool, and then I don't know what the fuck happened, but it was just like something switched. Nobody used it. Like none of us used him.
You notice she put herself in there?
Okay, so just clarifying that. I didn't just put myself into that. He literally told me when we were sitting on the couch, after he had fired me, I went back over there to get money and stuff that he owed me. Since you fired me and you're not paying me, can you at least help me with my channel then so that I can make money? Because I don't have that's the first time I've asked him if he could actually help me with my channel, and he was like, no, you've already used me enough. You got enough subscribers from me. And I'm like, okay. So clearly, you included me into that, saying that I used you for that, and I didn't. I literally just asked you. That was the first time I've ever asked.
Like I said, I don't want anything from you, like, except for, like, a job. You know what I mean? At the time, I was like, I'm struggling, do you have a job? Like, I would rather work for it than to just be like, hey, let me borrow some money. I'm short. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it was like, even then, like, shit would switch up. Like, I would come edit videos, and then, I don't know, he would be having, like, a bad day or whatever. And just, oh, hey, man, you can just go home, and I'm like, what? Like, because I disagreed with you type shit. And it's just like, all right. Okay, so I don't know. Like, I'm assuming he's gonna say that I used him too, and whatnot. I don't know, but like, I never asked for anything without, like, an equivalent exchange, really. And I've always been like that. So, like, it would be times where, like, even when we had our falling out the time before this, and he had hit me up, and, like, I could tell he was trying to make amends, I think. And, like, instead of just being like, hey, I know I fucked you over, my bad, it was more of like, hey, I came into some money, are you cool with, like, if I send you some money? And I'm like, I don't want anything from you. Like, I'm good. Because at the time, I was still pretty pissed about, how everything went down. Like, I was out of town for my granddad's funeral, and dude chooses that time to call me and be like, hey, I'm going to start paying you half of, what I was paying you to edit my videos. And I was, I was pretty, like, surprised by that, because I'm like, you always told me that if you were going to do that, I would know at least 2 months in advance.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And this is literally like a 1 day advance notice.
Yeah, it's like not even enough time to, like, get your own finances situated,
right,
to adjust to the new amount.
Right. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that, like, he hasn't tried to look out for me before, but it's just, I think it's the purpose behind it. Like, with my apartment, I decided not to sign that second lease on the apartment. So I just ended up moving out. I ended up moving in with him, and I appreciate him letting me stay there and everything. It was cool. I appreciate that. But the thing is, like, people pick up on if you do things for people with the expectation of I want something in return. Like, you have to say that up front. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I need you to blah blah blah. Like, usually I'm like, all right, that's cool. If I'm crashing here at your spot in the meantime or whatever, it's easier for work because we're both. I'll work here for your videos and whatnot. I'll edit your videos for you and whatnot. But you can't just keep changing that up on me randomly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know what job I have to do, I just go, I do my job, and that's it. There's no, like, oh, let me think about what it is or whatever. I just go and do it. And for you to switch it up, then I'm like, well, shit, you just fucked up like the whole flow of everything. But I don't know, like, I've noticed a lot of the things that he'll do is like it'll sound like, yeah, I'm doing this to help you out, but it'll be like a hidden agenda behind it.
Yeah.
When I went back to the content house to work with him, I was working a job and everything at the time, and eventually I was like, okay, because he had hit me up a few times before that, and I thought about it, and I was like, well, if I go back to doing YouTube, I want it to be like how it used to be, where, and I know it's gonna sound cheesy as fuck, but like where all of us work together. Hopefully, I mean, I knew that at that point there was no chance that he was gonna work with Chavez again because Chavez had the nerve to tell him that he don't appreciate him cursing his girlfriend out and having an issue with that after they've already talked about it. So it's like, I just knew that wasn't going to happen. But I was like, if anything, I would prefer to work with someone who I thought could have been my friend. And I called him. I was like, look, I'm considering going back to doing YouTube. I need to know that you're not going to fuck me again. Right? And he's like, oh, yeah, no, I got you, man. Yeah, well, you're going to have to, how YouTube works, so you're going to have to quit your job and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I got you. But I need you to give me your word that you're not going to fuck me over again. Then, of course, he did. And, then I was kind of just stuck because I had already left my job and then the quarantine hit. So now I'm kind of just like stuck.
Right.
And, then around the house, if he wanted to go to the strip or whatever and film, I had to go. No matter what I was doing, I was in the middle of streaming myself, trying to fix my channel up and like, get it going and whatnot. And, he would hit me with, well, it's part of your way of paying rent, for having to stay here rent free. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, you just gonna help me like that in front of everybody? Like, shit, you can pull me aside at least? Like,
yeah.
Usually if it's something that like we disagree on, I would try to pull you aside or whatever, but shit, you just outed me in front of everybody like that. Damn, brother.
It's kind of the same thing that you did with me as far as like cutting the pay and stuff like that. And then, like I said in my first video, he asked me to quit my job to come edit, and I didn't do that. I took some time off. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not getting paid for my job, and I can't just go back because I already have this time, and you're cutting my pay. So he cut my pay. Then right after that, he fired me because he got mad, and it's like, okay, but I can't pay rent. And then he didn't pay me that last week that I was there, and I was like, can I just get that last week? And he's like, no, because you're fired. Like, you don't get that. And I was like, okay, but I already worked for that.
Right.
And you're firing me now, so you have to pay me what I've already worked for. That's not how that works. You can't just fire me and say, you don't get anything now.
Right.
So,
yeah, if the thing is, if you already worked that time, like, regardless of how you may feel about the situation, if someone works for you and they've done the work, even if they fucked your wife or whatever, legally, you this is just the right thing. You owe them that. You know what I mean? They've already worked for you. You give them their money and then you cut it even. Just, hey, get the fuck out. Here's your money. Get away from me. Don't talk to me. You know what I mean? Like, nah, once you show me that you can't be trusted, it's very hard for me to even like work with you on anything after that. And especially if you've shown me time and time again, like, there's nothing else for us to even, you know what I mean, to even work on, regardless of how long we've been working together.
when I was coming around you guys, I I didn't know what you guys were editing and what, like, you know, was going on and all that stuff.
Yeah, we talked about that.
So, like, when I started, like, actually working there, I noticed, like, it was just, like, little things I didn't like. Like, when he would get into it with other YouTubers, I'd be like, okay, I don't like editing this because I'm doing YouTube now. So if I want to make a video and I'm working for you, and then these people are like, duh, but you worked with him and he said all that shit.
Right.
And then it's like, now it's on me.
Yeah, automatically you're going to get dragged into a lot of shit that they're going to be involved in. And, you know, oh. The thing, he's going to use this as a way to get more views. You know, this was going to happen.
He's going to make like 7 videos
about it. He's going to make like 7 videos, or he'll make 1 hour-long ass video about it. So that he can monetize the shit out of it, which, I mean, I would do that, but it's like, you know, if it's a situation that you created, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It kind of just makes you look like a dick.
I feel like he says all the guys that were his friends were trying to use him, and then all the girls that were his friends tried to fuck him, and they're mad because he didn't want to fuck.
Something like that.
It's like...
So yeah, let it be known, like, I have never tried to use you, bro. And, like, I think you know that. You're going to tell them that I did try to use you, and that's fine. I really don't give a fuck. Because I'm not even doing YouTube anymore, really. Like, I'm kind of over it. So, and I guess this is my official, I don't know, resignation or something. If I do it, it's really just for the fuck of it because I had extra time. But, you know, quite frankly, like, I just didn't have the time. I don't have the time now. And I haven't been releasing videos. I haven't even really been streaming. You know, if anything, I'd probably stream, but that's about it. And, like, that would really more so just be for the fuck of it as well. So, I mean, it's like, at this point, it's very obvious that, like, I've never tried to use you. I think of all of your friends, and not trying to, you know, say that you guys weren't real friends, but I think, like, I've stuck by you through a lot of really fucked up shit until you did it to me. I kind of blame myself for that because, like, a real friend is going to pull you aside and tell you where you're wrong at, regardless of the situation. And I've tried to do that with you plenty of times. I think we both know that. He's probably going to say that I didn't, but there were plenty of times where I pulled you aside and was like, yo, that's kind of fucked up. You shouldn't do that.
Yep, and I was there to view a lot of those times.
So then you saw him. You know, but... I don't know, man. Like, I'm kind of just over it. Like, bruh, I don't know what the fuck is going on with you. Like, I've tried to talk to you hella times about this. And, like, after, you know, I don't know, after the whole COVID situation, I was just kind of, like, over it. Like, I didn't really see a reason to really try to talk to you anymore. I've tried when I was there at the house, and it was kind of, like, falling on deaf ears. Or it would just create a distance. So, I don't know. That's what it is. So for everybody out there asking, no, I do not fuck with BHD. No, we don't hang out. We're not still friends. I just haven't talked to him. It's not that I hate the dude. I just haven't talked to him.
I met him through one of my other female friends, and we became friends because he was older than us. He could already buy alcohol for us because he was of age and we were all like underage, right? So like we couldn't get alcohol. And then I became...
I need you to clarify your age, bitch. You know what I mean? I don't buy alcohol for you underage bitches. I did that like twice. And they were like 18 and 19.
Alright, well, since he needs me to clarify my age. Yeah, I was 16 when I met him.
Hey, my name is Bennett. And I ain't in it.
I was 16 when I met him, and the other girl, I think she was 18 or 19. She can confirm that I was 16. So, also, I like how he says I wasn't buying alcohol for you underage bitches, and then he says y'all was like 18 or 19. That's underage. Can't drink until you're 21, sir. So
no, what he means is legal age for sex, because he kind of knew where this was going.
Yeah. Well,
he knew where this was going, and he tried to like hurry up.
It already went there. I was 16, sir. So
right. Okay.
And the other girl that was there was 14.
Personally, I'm gonna just be honest. I can't confirm that because I didn't know you guys.
No,
at the time.
you're not confirming that part.
But yeah, but you know, as far as I will say the behavior of this, I wouldn't put it past him. But like,
I feel like you don't want to talk about that part, but I'm talking about that part.
No, no,
I
came here fully ready to talk about whatever. I'm saying like if I can't really confirm it, I don't want to put it out there.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, don't do that if you can't confirm. But I can confirm my age personally because I was there.
Right.
And you know the other girl also. Well, the other two girls.
Oh.
One was 14. I want to say the other girl is 2 years older than me. So she was 18 or 19. When we were drinking, like it was definitely once we started drinking and stuff, he was tickling her a lot. Then he would come over and like play with us and like kind of tickle us. And it's like, okay, like, but we weren't really thinking anything of it at the time because we were like, you know.
That's where you gotta put an
Well,
insert.
we were young and also we were drunk, so it was like,
you gotta put an insert of Pee Wee on this part. No, I'm kidding. Just tickling kids and shit.
Yeah, and there was also like a lot of flirting going on too as well. So even if you were joking, it's like you don't want to flirt with like a 14 and 16-year-old.
In reality, it's very awkward to be in that position or to know that you've hung around this dude for this long and to be able to like really think back on it and be like, you know what, I really wouldn't put it past you. And it makes it awkward, and it's a fucked up situation to be in.
Yeah, as far as like my experiences with that issue, other things I've seen as of late, when I say as of late, I mean like while I was around at the time, he definitely showed me a few pictures of his subscribers that were messaging him that were underage and not 18, underage, like under 18 years old. And he showed me a picture of this one girl, and he's like, damn, she's fine, but she's not 18 yet. And I was like, okay, you should not be looking at her photos. You know, maybe click out of that. And he's like, well, she keeps messaging me. Okay, well, don't message her back.
Block. Like if someone writes me and I'm like, I need to see ID immediately, right? You have 5 minutes. Because I highly doubt that you could Photoshop an ID in 5 minutes. You need to hold an ID next to your face, and I'm going to ask you to do something ridiculous like balance a Gatorade bottle on your head, you know, or like a water bottle or something. And I need you to hold that ID. You got 5 minutes to take that picture, or I'm going to block your ass. You know what I mean? Like that's the first thing, because it's like as YouTubers, like you remember there was a period of time where like as YouTubers we were hunted.
Oh, they're still doing that.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're still.
Oh shit!
There's still a lot of YouTubers that are getting exposed. I don't know what it is about YouTubers and young fans. Like
because we do have a very young fan base, so
right.
like you'll find me a lot of the times like you know what I mean?
There's a difference between having a young fan base and then seeking out that young fan base for more than just fans.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I feel like we should say that.
Allegedly. Hey, you watch Letterkenny?
No.
Oh, never mind.
Is that what that's from?
No, yeah.
I just gotta say it just in case, you know.
Yeah, just in case.
Be like, that's never happened.
Right. Well, I mean, you know,
allegedly.
Like I said, we can't confirm it, but at this point, the evidence is not looking good.
I mean, the jokes he makes. Oh my god. They're not just jokes, allegedly. Like, I edited so much.
And poor Chavez, because for a while, that nigga was editing like all his videos for a while. Longer than I have, I think. So God only knows. Yeah. God only knows what the fuck, because I know what I've had to edit out, and it was times where I was like, yo, we just have to cancel this whole video.
Yeah, I edited out a lot of inappropriate jokes. And he got mad at me, and he told me to put it back, and I'm like, okay, but like that's like I would not. I know that's like his brand of like edgy, like I say whatever and it's like funny, but like there's certain jokes that you just don't Like, you can't make jokes about.
Yeah, I get you. And the thing is, like, I'm all for like edgy humor here and there, right?
Yeah.
Or like dark humor. I love really all different types of humor. I just love humor. Edgy humor is cool to an extent, but it's only so much that you can keep joking about a certain type of humor before people start to realize, like, yo, that really has a bit of truth to it. Like, for a while, you know, I had this running joke where, like, I would introduce myself and I'd be like, yeah, I'm Randy. I suffer from crippling depression and I'm an alcoholic. Right? And, like, look at the look on your face.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Right. No, and it was like, what made it a joke was because it was funny, because it's like, bruh, why? Right? And it's true. Like, at the time, I was suffering from extremely, like, crippling depression.
Hey, what did J. Cole say? All good jokes.
Right. All good jokes contain a little bit of truth. There have been situations that I think, we talked about that? Right.
Yes. I don't know. I didn't know if you want to talk about that on video or not, but I mean. We here. If you don't want, I can edit it.
No, the thing, we don't want the dude to get arrested or anything, but it's just like, I just need you to cut the shit. Even though we ain't boys no more, I don't want to see nobody going to jail over nothing stupid. You know what I mean?
I don't either. And I think it should stop before it goes.
Right. And, like, you know what I'm saying? For your channel success, personally, I'm over the whole thing. I don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? But it would suck to see another black man go to jail. I'm not even coming for you at this point. I'm really just concerned. I've had issue with it, but we've already had this talk. And so it's like, after a while, it's like, there's really not much more that I can say about it, because we've already talked about it. He's going to make a video, yeah.
Most of his videos probably going to be him laughing the entire time.
It is.
Like over-exaggeration of laughter.
Yeah. It is. It's going to be...
I hate when he does that. He has to edit it, and it's like, bro...
I mean, that's so you can stretch that screen time. He's going to stretch that screen time, you know? He's going to talk about some shit that had nothing to do with it, and then pause for a minute, think of a fucked up story to tell them in the meantime.
A story that may have or may not have happened.
Right. Well, no, the story happened, but he's going to fabricate a whole bunch of shit to mix the truth with a lie in there. Mm-hmm. So that way, like, later on, people could be like, well, it was confirmed because in that one video, he did say this, so that must be true. The whole story has to be true. But, like, parts of it will be lies that will unincriminate him and then incriminate others.
He's smart.
I gotta give him that. Like,
that's what that big ass head is for.
Man, telling you.
All right.
Smart.
Should we move on from this segment? I feel like we've talked about a lot.
We have been on this segment for quite some time.
We talked about things, but we didn't.
We didn't say it. Fuck it. You know what? YOLO, do or die, nigga. We gonna talk about it.
All right, go ahead.
Stop.
Oh.
We're not gonna out what it is.
We already did.
That you're doing. Okay, you know what we're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Stop.
We're just not confirming.
Stop.
What it is.
Don't do it. No more. And I mean that shit.
Seriously, though, for real.
Because if you go down for this, you gotta understand, my channel, like, as much as I hate it, is connected to yours. You still upload old videos with me on your channel. So people are gonna think that I'm an accomplice to your shit. Stop it. Seriously. Not like real shit. Like I said, I don't care. I'm like over this whole thing. You can make all the response videos and air my dirty laundry out. I really don't give a shit, man. I'm not even doing YouTube anymore, so I really don't give a fuck. And there's really not much dirty laundry you can air out on me.
He's gonna say your baby mom cheated on you or
something. Yeah, he's gonna try to say like, well, my baby mama tried to fuck him.
Yeah.
There it is.
You know, like he would talk like he's the big shot, and like, you know, it's kind of like, yo, bro, we still your friends. Like,
when we would do videos, I'd be running it all. On YouTube, you have to do every job. You have to direct. You have to produce. You have to audio engineer. You have to shoot, tag, title, thumbnail, edit. So if I'm doing everything and we're doing a video If y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to be doing, then shut the fuck up and get out the video because I'm working.
Yeah, that's like one of the things that pisses me off is that he never addresses the actual thing that was said. That had nothing. I said you talk to your friends like shit, and then you go about all the things that you have to do. Even if you're doing all those things, you don't have to talk to your friends like shit.
So that is true. There is a way to talk to people, and on top of that, I don't exactly know what you mean by lazy because all of us were kind of like doing your job. Like if you really think about it,
We were.
you
though.
had Chavez editing for you, and then after you and Chavez fell out because you refused to just relax and just think about it. You had to go curse Skitting out that night, even after I told you it's not gonna work out. Let's talk about this. Everybody, let's just sleep on it at least. You know what I mean? So Chavez was editing your videos and you guys fell out. I was editing your videos and then you tried to fuck me over. Brandy was editing your videos. Then you have a whole production crew now. Or at least last I saw, you did. So, I mean, even before that, I've always told you if you needed help with stuff, just let me know. If there's a video you want to shoot, I'm always down to help. And you knew that. So, like, you can't really say that people were being lazy or anything like that. It literally was you had all the help in the world, and apparently it wasn't good enough for you. It wasn't your vision, which is fine. If you would tell me what the vision, you could have told me, and we could have worked on it. We'll figure it out. That wasn't good enough for you. So I don't know what to tell you. Like, I really don't. You had all of us uploading, tagging, titling, editing your videos. And I mean, there would be times where you would shoot the videos and then disappear for days at a time. And you really can't say that you didn't because
Facts.
it's facts. So I don't really know where that's coming from. And on top of that, yeah, you did after a while start talking to people like shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's my take on it.
Yeah. So, like I said in another video, when I was working for him, he basically came downstairs, got mad at me because he said something was spelt wrong, and then I guess that's when he hit you up and said what he said to you. To basically, I feel like he did that too to make sure that once he fired me, I wasn't talking to anybody that was cool with him anymore.
Possibly.
So, but yeah, he basically fired me, and I feel like he only hired me because he only wants people around for a reason. Like, if he's nice to you, it's because he wants something in return. He just won't disclose that. And he only hired me because he wanted to fuck. At the end of the day, he thought, if I hire her, she'll be closer, and then I could possibly fuck. Because I think everybody knows who Patrice is, right? I think he talked about her in a couple videos. But Patrice was there, and then I don't remember what happened, but they had broke up for a while or something like that, or maybe they broke up permanently. I don't know, because after they were broken up during the time that he fired me. And once she was gone, and there was like no females around, and it was just me, it got like super awkward for me and uncomfortable. And then I felt like once I was ignoring his advances and I was treating the job professionally, he was like, all right, cool, then we're just gonna fire this bitch. I'm gonna find a reason to fire her. And he picked that dumbass fucking reason because something was spelt wrong.
So like with the fan base, if they call him like, you idiot, it's spelled wrong, he's gonna flip his shit and it's gonna ruin his fucking day.
That, and if you tell him he's not funny.
Oh my god, that shit.
He will literally try to fight you.
Man. Because, like, it's been like, people were like, yeah, he's weird. Like, that's not funny. And he was, you guys just don't understand comedy. And it's like...
Not everybody's going to find you funny.
Right. And, like, that's the thing. Like, you have to switch it up. And I'm not even... Honestly, I don't know how people keep thinking that I'm funny. I just be saying shit that, like, I really feel is
same
real
here.
shit.
And literally when people comment, it's like, if somebody comments saying that I'm not funny, then I'm like, okay.
I'd be like, hey, this just
might not be funny to you.
Right, this just ain't your bag. There's comedians that people love, and I'm like, I don't see the hype. Dude would, like, snatch other people's ideas I don't know if you were there that day when he was like, yeah, I came up with this idea. And like, I heard someone earlier talking about that. And I was like, you mean that person came up with the idea? And he's like, nah, I came up with it. And I'm like, so you were there when that person came up with the idea? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, listen, we think you're funny, bro. It's okay. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, we fuck with you. You don't have to do these things.
I mean, I asked him for help, but not help, like, with subscribers. I asked him for help, like, hey, how do I, like, make thumbnails? How do I, like, you know, do this or that? Like,
apparently, I was so shitty to her that I taught her how to do YouTube. That's how bad I treated her, is I taught her to do YouTube for free.
This clearly happened before you were a dick, so I don't understand why you're trying to make it like, oh, I was shitty the entire time that we were friends.
Yo, I just came up with this whole idea, and like, it makes sense when you think about it. So like, he did teach all of us really like the basics of it, right? And then we all went off and like did our own shit. Like, you know what I mean? When he keeps saying like, oh, I built Chavez's channel. No, you didn't, bro. What you did was you gave him the basic tools and then watched this nigga build his own shit. And so you're mad because really what it is, you're mad that you taught someone how to cook up. So what it is, I'll put it to you this way. He's like that abusive dad that taught you how to hunt during the times when like hunting was how you survive.
Yeah.
And so like when you become like a full-on huntsman and you got like a successful business and shit, he's like pissed off. But like, and it's like, yeah, you taught me the basics and I appreciate you, but I made this happen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, notice, see, the thing is, with my channel, right? Me and Maurice started around the same time. He started first, granted, but I was in a lot of his videos and people were like, oh, Dr. J, you should start your own channel. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. And he was like, you should. Taught me how to edit. I was just like, fuck it. I'll start making my own channel. There would be times where I would take hiatuses. Because to be honest with you, like YouTube was cool and everything, but I had a kid on the way. I had to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I will say this. You definitely taught me how to edit. Or the basics of it. Shouts out to Rudan C. Remember him?
God.
He taught me how to edit on
you know who he reminds me of? This is a side thing.
What?
He reminds me of that the influencer from Atlanta. I don't know why, but that's the energy I get.
Yo,
what was his name?
wait,
Dude, that kept like
Justin Bieber? No.
No, the influencer guy. Remember he had the little kid go deliver the pizza and he got robbed?
That
And
sounds so
he came in on the scooter and niggas was like, what are you? Because they were like, I don't know what he is. They're like, are you black?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what he reminds me of.
I do remember that. Shouts out to Rudan C. And Chavez, really, because, like, I will say this. BlastphamousHD, Rudan C, and Chavez have all taught me how to edit.
He told me which videos I should start doing on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
And thumbnails. He didn't tell me how to do the thumbnails. He just told me, like, oh, this is what they should look like. The person who taught me how to edit was you and Josh.
Aww.
Oh.
Aww. You're my protege.
I know.
Out here killing the game. Good job, buddy.
When I started doing YouTube, that was like my whole thing was like I just wanted to do it by myself, and he kept telling me it's gonna be hard, and I was like, well, I mean, you know, but like I can do it. Like if I keep uploading, and I didn't upload for 2 years, so
Yeah. I'm gonna say
it's
this.
be act like you building niggas' channels and shit though. Like that's not you didn't build anybody's channel.
No, I will say you gave us the raw tools for us to build it. But I mean, as far as being, because he's always
gave us
like
the ingredients to the soup, and we made the soup.
Gave us like the cookbook and like $20 to go to the store and get half of the shit, and we had to like make the rest of it happen. Which again, I appreciate that because really you didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, for you to keep saying, oh, I built Chavez's channel. No, you didn't. Because the thing is, if Chavez, and I've told you this before, we've had this talk, and I'm like, you got to quit saying that. If Chavez did not upload videos on his channel, it was not going to go anywhere. Just like I haven't uploaded in a very long time on my channel, and it has not gone anywhere. Wait, hold on, wait. Because it makes me feel pretty.
Aw, Randisha. You go on a Tinder date like that. Like, you just show up.
With a beard and everything. Just full beard.
That'd be fucked up. We just catfish people. It's my picture, but then you show up.
Hey, we gotta do that.
I literally did not ask him to be in the video. So we're shooting in the kitchen, and we're getting everything ready, and we start doing some of the scenes, and then Maurice comes in, and he's like, yo, what are you guys doing? And I was like, I'm shooting a video for my channel. And he's like, well, what is this video? And I'm like, it's not my hands. So basically, you know, we're gonna be each other's hands. And he was like, oh shit, that's fucking cool. Like, I want to do it. And so he just inserted himself into the video, which is fine, because.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is
gonna loop back to somehow you owe him.
Where'd you do the video at? Why don't you tell him that? You know what? No, I'll tell him. In my mansion.
There it is.
In my kitchen.
I knew it.
Oh
my God, bro! Tell me why
you were ungrateful.
Did I not call it?
This is the most ungrateful shit I've ever seen in my
No, I
life.
haven't. That's the fucked up part
Well,
about
that's
it.
how he is. That's what
I haven't.
Stop.
You can't tell me this don't make me kind of like low-key a baddie, though. Like, if you see me in the club, you ain't gonna walk up on me and be like, excuse me, ma'am, and then I turn around and you're like, oh, shit.
I mean,
I
can see it from the back.
I'm not cute from behind, and I think you know that.
Yeah, when I felt you poked it out a little bit.
I didn't.
You were like...
I didn't, but I can. You know, like, it's not that it's not gonna be better.
Oh my God, you look like one of those shy, like, anime girls. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I did not want to record with him. I was hoping that, like, maybe he used, because I remember Dr. Girlfriend was there. I was like, maybe he used Dr. Girlfriend or somebody else. Like, I just did not want to actually do the video with him. Because I knew he was just going to use that opportunity of us being close together like that, as he did.
Even if we were to be like, hey, let's shoot this video somewhere else, he'd have been like, oh no, bro, you guys can just come to the crib and shoot the video here. You know what I mean? So like, whether we were there already or if we were gonna go somewhere else to shoot it, he was gonna be like, hey, let's just shoot it at my crib.
Or he would have asked to take us or go.
Right,
like,
true.
He always inserts himself even if we don't include him.
Well, because he's got FOMO.
Yeah, and then he'll use it later after inserting himself, like, oh, well, you guys, you got this from me.
Yeah. Bro, like, I don't know how else to, like, tell you. We've talked in person. These are things that I'm not trying to, like, come at you sideways, but it's like, this is the only way you're really going to at least address what's happening.
He's going to find a way to lie about it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm going to be the dirty shit bag for, you know.
I think a lot of people, though, who actually watch the channel know that you're not a dirty shitbag person. So if he says anything negative about you, like, I think they're smart enough to know that that's not true.
I would hope that they know. The thing is, I don't even really care. Like, I hope that they know, and I hope that, like, I'm not even trying to, like, take his channel down. I don't really give a shit.
No, nobody's trying to take his channel down, but...
You know, it's just,
you can't just go
we have to clarify shit because he will misconstrue a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And, like, if you weren't there and you're just getting his side of the story, everyone but him is a shitty person.
Exactly. You're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life.
You think so?
Yeah. Say
that with a straight face and look me in the eye when you say that.
You are the most. You are the most.
You are the most.
You are the most.
I'm the most what?
That's gonna be on Valentine's Day.
I'm gonna make a really ugly face, and you have to say that with a straight face.
Okay. You are the most. Yo, everybody just get. Those should be Valentine's Day cards now. You're the most. The most what? Just the most. You're just the most. And it has a heart around it.
You're the most.
That white chick, that weirdo.
Oh my god.
God, that bitch was weird.
Bruh.
Oh, I don't want to bash her.
He was
She was
trying to
weird as
get
fuck.
me caught up, bro. Like seriously. Back in the day when I was editing for him and he would have his friend come through.
LOL Alex. Oh, was I not allowed to say her name?
I don't know. Look,
yeah, I already know who she is.
Okay, so look, again, YouTubers are hunted, right? And especially back then, that's when, or at least to me, that's when I discovered. He had her come to the house when I was editing for him. And I was there kind of late and he would just leave. And like, she would be there at the house and I was there at the house. And it made me very uncomfortable because I'm like, I don't know what she's on. And she definitely gave me like a very bad vibe of like, you know,
I just want to say,
like she
gave everyone in the house, except for him, a bad vibe. So
yeah.
Everyone except BHD was like, yo, something's off with her.
I've talked to him about it. That's the fucked up thing.
Even I did,
like,
because he was like, what do you think about Alex? And I was like, something's weird about her. And then he was like, and then he just walked away.
Yeah. She gave me like a very like, I'm going to make accusations vibe if I get the chance. I have a child. I can't, you know, afford to be caught up in court and all that shit. So anytime she came around, I had to have proof that like, you see I'm minding my business. I'm not doing anything. So I would like go live on my phone. I would just sometimes just straight up leave the house, you know, and I had videos to edit and he was like, well, why'd you just leave? And I was like, because I asked you to stop just leaving her here by herself with me. It makes me very uncomfortable that you would do that. You know, like what happens if she just decides to throw an accusation out there? You know, then it would be my word against hers. And I mean, who's really going to believe me? I mean, well, this was before I had the hair, you know, but like, who's really going to believe me without this hair against, you know, an accusation? That there goes your whole channel just immediately. Like, you know, look what happened to Tobuscus. It's not going to be me. I have a child. I fly on the straight and narrow.
You have a child. I'm sorry. I know you have an actual child. It's like you have the wig on.
I have a little person that depends on me, you know?
You're a great mom.
Thank you. I'm a dad, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'm proud of that title.
I'm sorry, I assumed your gender.
Shame. See? And society will always have us hung up on genders.
I told him, I was like, yo, something's weird about her. And I remember, I think Chavez was there too. She came in, because I think you were editing, and then me and Chavez were doing something on the other computer, and then she walked in, and then she just looked around, and then she just walked back out, and I was like, what the fuck is up with her? And then Chavez was like, yeah, I know something's weird about her. And I'm like, bitch is weird. Like, wait, what?
Was that you or was that Chavez who was there when she just walked in and screeched and like ran out?
That was probably Chavez. I don't think I was there for that because I probably would have said something.
She literally walked in and just goes, bah! And then like runs out. And I was just looking like, yo, I'm going to start carrying a stun gun with me.
Bye.
Really? That's your ending? Just after everything? Just bye? No, I like it. It's innovative. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be the end of this video. If you guys want to see more commentary on stuff, like, comment, and subscribe to Brandy P. She's gonna change the name back.
It's B Perry now.
It's
no, I can't because there's Brandy TV now.
She's gonna change it to brandiptv.
That's what people used to call me.
Brandip?
Yeah. You put it all together, so they
Brandiptv.
And then also my TikTok is it's Brandy's Lit, but like people will say Brandy Slit. And I'm
that's
like,
fucked up. Like, comment, and subscribe to Brandy Slit.
And also to him because he's not leaving YouTube.
I'm not in the fucking game, bro. Like
you're coming back. You're the comeback kid.
Mm-mm.
Listen, you're a strong
probably like
black
stream
woman.
And whatnot.
Okay.
But that's some time off. Like, You guys got a better chance of saying the end of COVID before I come back, okay? Like, you better put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
I think you should come back, seriously.
I don't know, man. All right, look,
I think you should.
If we can get 10,000 likes on this video.
I don't know about this video, but
exactly, because I'm not coming back. I don't want to come back. Fuck that.
You're coming back.
Nah, man.
Yes.
Look, I love you guys, but it's stressful, okay? Daddy's tired. There's only so much of YouTube's bullshit that Daddy could deal with. I love you all. That's going to do it for us here at the 5 o'clock evening news. And,
I have so much editing to do. Bye.
Bye.